Welcome back everybody. Today is going to be the first time I try out the boy Cusack. Now from a lot of what I've heard, apparently he sucks. Sora told me he doesn't suck, he's just a bit weird. We'll get onto that when we start playing, but this is the team I decided to use. I think it's fine. You know, if you wanted more gauge control over your opponent, you can just swap out Sigurd or Assault Melee. I'm not gonna lie, I would actually probably swap out Assault Melee, put him in sub and put Zell just in front. Assault Melee, as time goes on, he seems to get less and less relevant, even on demon focused teams, which is pretty funny, but that's because of the way the boy Cusack, I was gonna say Chandler, because of the way Cusack works. Assault Melee isn't fully and completely compatible. I'll discuss that later on, but this is what we're going to use. We're going to use attack food. We want maximum attack. I don't really mind going second. I think it's actually better if we go second, because Sigurd going second is very good with Assault Melee. Let's see how it goes. Alright, first game we face a Gotha, Margaret, and Tarmiel. Now, Margaret, of course, isn't the most PogChamp matchup, because you know, a team focused on debuffs to face a unit who just you know, just flat out cleanses, it's not really too good. But I think we'll start off with two Cusack attacks. I don't really want to risk 33k, not too bad. 11k, that's understandable, because single target gauge removal is very low damage unless it's rank 2 or 3. I don't really want to use Sigurd's debuff, because for all I know it's just going to get cleansed, and because his passive only applies on your turn, if I debuff on my turn I have to wait till next turn to get the buff, whereas if my opponent just attacks me, I will at least get the buff straight away. Now we can go to town. So the whole point about Cusack, or at least the way I see him, he is just what's the word I'm looking for? How do I describe this in a good way? The way I see Cusack, I honestly just see him as a basically, if you don't crit, Cusack will let you do a bit more damage. That's basically the gist of it. It's like a backup plan. If you crit, Cusack passive doesn't apply, but you at least get your full crit damage. Which of course crit damage is very strong, but if you don't crit, at the very least you will, according to the game, do 40% of increased HP as damage. It doesn't even make sense. It works best against Barn teams, because that's when his passive is really noticeable. Outside of Barn teams, you don't really notice his passive too much. I mean, it's, you know, it's okay, it's nothing crazy, but we do just get absolutely slammed by this Margaret. I think we will begin to attack her, and let's see if we can get her out of there. Oh, okay, we just one-shot her. Keg VV. Cusack 44k on a level 1, not too bad, not too bad. And Assault Melee does absolutely shred, and that will be it for game 1. Pretty weird team. I mean, I get what the opponent's trying to do, but it's like, you know, you want to focus on Margaret, or you want to focus on Tarmiel because he's running Gil's sub. Just seems a little bit too stally for Ungear. It doesn't really seem like it's a team that would work, but let's wrap this game up and move on to the next one. We get the boy out of there, and Gil will easily die. GG. Alright, next up we face a Barn team. Okay, this is good. This is very good, because at the very least, when you face a Barn, you will definitely be able to see Cusack's passive actually work. Ooh, do I want... Nah, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna apply gauge removal and then use this level 2. Just in case I don't want to get alt rushed by this guy, and you can already see his passive activating there. Level 1 does 49k, so it's very weird that Margaret literally kicks Barn out of the meta, and then they release Cusack, who like is meant to be very good against Barn, but it's like Barn isn't really an issue anymore, so you know what. What are Netmarble thinking? I don't know, but obviously Barn cleanse, so we did lose one attack stack on Sigurd. even with this damage reduction, I think we can fry Arthur here. We're going to do so much damage to him. I don't think his damage reduction is going to matter too much. Yeah, look at that. 87k, level 1. Jesus, this is ungeared PvP, by the way. Wow, we crit for 68. 79. See, you're going to do more damage if you don't crit, which is why, you know, assault melee isn't going to work too well, especially if your opponent attacks you a lot and you get a lot of defense debuffs on your opponent. Your assault melee is basically almost guaranteed to crit, right? So that's why he's not too compatible with Cusack. Zeldris is actually way more compatible, unironically, like just way more compatible, because at least he has the cleave card, which Cusack also has, if I recall correctly. That's the gauge removal, but yeah, Cusack's other card is the cleave. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think we kind of got to go for Barn. I mean, this is just this is gonna crit everyone, man. Let's do this. Let's get Assault Melee and Sigurd Ultimate and then just see what happens, I guess. Yeah, it's like, he just crits everyone. That's actually pretty insane. 66k on a 120% card. That is insane, yo. That's actually insane. Hey, I tell you what, Cusack, fair enough, bro. Bro, that is insane, man. Oh man, that is crazy. 66k on one of the weakest cards, single target percent-wise. Jesus. I mean, his passive is going to be very obvious and very strong against Barn teams, but that's the only issue. Barn isn't really the meta anymore, but let's move on. Alright, up next we have, sadly, not a team that we will be able to show off the boy Cusack against. I mean, Green Merlin sub. I guess we can attack Escanol. Yeah, Cusack passive isn't gonna be it's not really gonna be on show here. I mean, here at least a single target still does, you know, decent damage, you know. 40k level 1, turn 1, that's very respectable. Without having what you call it, Sigurd buffs here, and unfortunate that gets cleansed, but we are still gonna get this the stacks back. Oh, we might get 2 stacks actually. 2 defense but see, that's the thing. It's like if you get if your opponent gets defense down stacks, you have a higher chance to crit them, and you don't really want to crit them. That's the issue here. You don't want to crit with Assault Melee and Sigurd, I mean, because of course we know that Cusack cannot crit with this card. Wait, no, that's the gauge removal. Unlucky. It should still do some good damage. Okay, Sigurd gets a 88k crit and 49k. So you see there, Cusack passive doesn't activate because they don't have increased HP, and so in this case, when my opponent isn't a Barn team, I don't actually get anything from Cusack, which is pretty, you know, weird. It just begs the question, like, if Barn isn't the meta, why is Cusack even being used? You know, I mean, if all we faced was Barn teams, then sure, we'd have great results, right? It's just, look, oh, guys, honestly, man, thinking about it, if they released Cusack before Margaret, wait, hold up, not good. I'm gonna need some insane Assault Melee clutch. Yeah, I think, yeah. Oh, okay, alright, well, look, at least this is why we have Assault Melee, I guess. For times when Cusack passive doesn't work, this is why we have Assault Melee. But yeah, honestly, if they released Cusack before Margaret, I think people would have a much better opinion of Cusack, because, you know, as we just saw like last game, the difference between his passive activating and it not activating is huge. But still, you know, GG. Alright, can we get a real player? Plox. Assault Melee with, what is this? It's very weird. Okay, roleplay, we're good. I don't... Dude, this team stinks. This team actually stinks. Just reducing gauge there to, you know, make sure he doesn't rush me turn 1, just in case. I mean, even if he did rush me, I would have been able to reduce gauge, but better to not allow him to just get to 5, because if he does get to 5, then we're playing this game of cat and mouse where I have to reduce his gauge every turn and yada yada and all that stuff. But yeah, this is like I mean, I'll just beat him at his own game. I'm pretty certain like all he wants to do is just stall out. But because if you're not just trying to stall out, why would you run Derriere, the blue one, and what's her face, Malaskida with your assault melee? Just especially at this point in the game. Oh, we have 12.4k. After this, it's gonna be an even bigger buff. Then we can just do this. This wasn't really even a game, it's just my opponent's using some old garbage. I don't even know what that is. It's not even meta, it's just some mean team, I guess. Do this. Can we kill Malaskida? Oh, oh no. Are we in trouble? I don't think we are. Because when you have that buff, you are restricted to 1 HP if I recall correctly. You can't heal, you can't lifesteal back. So as long as I don't magically get wiped, we should be able to just kill Malaskida and then kill the assault melee. So I'm not worried at all actually. For a second I was like, wait, no. But then I realized there's just not really much you can do anyway. We took away all his buffs. Yeah, 53k crit is... Oh, wait. No. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. No need to worry. No need to worry. Alright, let's double up on the Sigurd attacks, and then... Wait, hold up. Let's be smart here. Do this rank 1, do this. That should be enough to kill her, and then we'll just target assault melee just to be super safe. Nice. Okay, so at the very least we'll be able to kill assault melee with the AoE and then get a nice big hit on Zeldris, just to maximize DPS. Very nice, and the opponent scoops. Okay, I can't really... that wasn't really a game, it's just, you know, someone uses a garbage team, you just gotta deal with them as fast as possible. Let's find one more player. Alright, final game. It is not a Barn team. Okay. How am I fishing for Barn opponents, dude? What the hell? Alright, role player result. Very good, very good. I can't believe I'm actually wishing and searching for Barn players, dude. Like, what the... I mean, I know it's ungeared, so it's like Barn ain't even that strong, but don't get it twisted, right? Because if you take Cusack into geared and you have him on attack gear, and like all your, you know, all your characters have like UR gear, and you face a Barn team over there, the extra HP they have is completely irrelevant because you're going to be compensated for the extra HP they have, so you actually do even more damage in geared PvP. Pardon me. Wait a minute, did he just... He just buffed himself, he just buffed his stats. So we're actually going to be able to do more damage. Keck VV. Okay, I didn't really mean to do that. I really hope this kills her in one hit. Please. Yeah. Also, that ultimate looked really, really cool. That was a very, very cool looking ultimate. I need to watch that back. I don't even know what his ultimate looks like, bro, but that looked really cool. Yeah, that level 3 buff, man, is just broken. It's just, yeah. At the very least, he does have a 3-turn buff that we could potentially abuse with assault melee. Although I don't know what the relevance of abusing that is, considering I won't be able to do much damage to this guy. Oh. Oh, is this how it ends? Is this how it ends? Oh, that is so sad. That is so sad. Gotha is about to wipe us, and if Gotha doesn't wipe us, the one escanol is gonna wipe us. That is just unfortunate, man. Yeah, it's just not enough. That see, he got that level 3 buff, and then we killed his Margaret, but it doesn't matter because that buff was all he needed, man. That buff was all he needed to secure this W. Unlucky. Unlucky. Yep, that really hurt. Oh, it's just gonna bonk. He's dead. Time for another bonk. No? Yeah, where our goose is cooked, and GG. There's just not really anything I can do in that scenario. Unlucky. But yeah, otherwise, I thought it was pretty good. Cusack, honestly, isn't nearly as bad as people told me. It's just the way he works almost requires you to face a barn. If you don't face a barn, you're just not gonna see, you know, the full benefits of his passive. But against barns, oh, so good. That passive is so good, you know. But yeah, that'll be it for this one. Might head over to Geared PvP and see if we can maybe face some barn teams over there. But hope you guys enjoyed my first impressions on Cusack. I like him. I think he's pretty cool. You know, he patches up some issues with the demon team. Can't even call it the assault melee team anymore because low-key you'd probably be better off running this if Cusack's passive always applies. But yeah, that's the topic for another day. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, do drop a like on the video, subscribe to my channel if you are new, turn on that notification bell, and have a great and peaceful day.